I promised you guys a room tour for a long time, so here it is. So here is a mirrored section which I have cupboard space and lots of things in here. I have a sink which is really useful, washing hands and fresh water and so on. This is my SwitchPod, which is sort of a vlogging tripod-y thing, which is really cool because you've got 3 legs here. You can bring them up into one, which is a vlogging thing, and you can rotate it into a tripod. So I kind of keep this handy because this is really useful. This is mine and the boys' archery equipment. These are recurve bows, so I'm really getting into this now, and we really enjoy it. So we've got space here to do some archery. Point of fact, arrows cannot leave the garden because that would be a criminal offence, so obviously we make sure that doesn't happen. Here are said arrows that cannot leave anywhere. Look at the boys, so tiny and so cute. Weight station, obviously when I really get into it, a full range of weights here. Spin bike, because I love the old spin bike and I don't always get the time to go to a club or a class, so I can do it myself here. And I finally put some foam on the walls, so hopefully this is going to help. And you're all familiar with my chili plant by now, which is Scotch bonnet of the very spicy hot variety and delicious in Thai soups and curries. So my squat rack and bench and more foam on the walls, and actually just take a look. I think this looks amazing now. I really like the foam on the walls kind of look. Lots of you have asked about this rope ladder. This is the boys' rope ladder, which is hung from the ceiling with gymnastic rings, which I can bring down and do gymnastics with as well. And my black belt holding in prime of place here hangs at the ready. 2 cross trainers because the dear wife and I love to do this together, and this is where I used to have a cabinet on the corner here, which is now over here holding the swords. But before we get to that, special story behind this. This was given to me by a very dear colleague and friend, Queen's Counsel, and a blue bag holds the barrister's robe and wig when you're carrying them about, and you're given a blue bag upon doing some extraordinary work, and you're given a red bag by doing even more extraordinary work. So hopefully one day I'll get a red bag, but I'm very grateful for the blue bag. And of course the wig here, and many of you have commented on my sword collection before now. They are traditionally made hand-folded carbon steel swords. And of course the drone, which you've seen a number of footage from. And another chili plant here, which is a little bit younger than the other one but still thriving. Traxxas, love to take this Traxxas out. My ant farm over here. Got 3 queens in here and a bunch of worker ants, if I can get the camera to focus, but they like to stay in the test tube, and they've been growing in there. They've got all this space ready to be used and expanded into, but they are still content in here for now. 2 fridges. This fridge actually came from the office until we started working from home, so this is now a spare fridge. This is drinks fridge, which we have in this gym here. Proper fridges in the house. This is a very relatively old plasma screen. It's a 42-inch plasma screen. I do love this, and we've got the Bose in the corner over there, and behind the fridge as well. Shouldn't really be behind the fridge, but it is. And my workstation, where all the magic happens. So dual screens, obviously. I love this big screen here to get everything on properly. This, don't be fooled by the size comparison. The MacBook is a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Of course, we've got the GoPro 10 a slug of batteries ready to change out with the camera, and camera here. Rode stereo video mic Plus Pro Plus with the 16 to 35mm f4 Canon lens. This is a 90D, and we've got the Neewer ring light, which is, I'm led to believe, the sort of best at this sort of price range. But what I'm really pleased about just recently is all of the foam that I've managed to put on the vaulted ceiling, which I think looks pretty phenomenal, if I do say so myself, because I'm hoping to get rid of the echo. And now there are a couple of places that I need to fill. I'm going to put base foam dampeners in that corner and that corner, and a bit more of the spot foam on this side, and again base dampeners in that corner. So all together I think that foam has made for not just good looking walls, but I think it's dampened all the echoes as well, until I come underneath this lowered section of ceiling, which I still expect some echo. But hopefully when I'm speaking in the middle section here, and I'll be sitting here at my desk with the camera, hopefully it'll be a lot better than it was before. So thank you for joining me on this room tour. I hope that was of interest to you, and make sure you're subscribed to Black Belt Barrister if you're not already, and in the meantime, stay humble and subscribe.